Okay, look at me. Who am I? You may say, they just introduced you. They just told us your name. That is who you are. But who am I? When you see me, what do you perceive? How do I come off to you? And you may see a four-eyed guy with a skinny quiet guy with very bad teeth. A weirdo, perhaps. Or you may recognize me from registration. That's the culprit who sent me away because I didn't meet the on registration fee. I hate that guy. Or you may see me as a good person. You may see me as just a guy here to give a talk. I don't really care who he is. Doesn't really matter to me. Well, fair enough. That's who I am to you. That's how you perceive me. Now look around. Who are they to you? How do you perceive them? You may say, that's my classmate, or that's my roof, or that's someone I fraternize with. If you don't know what fraternization is, that's those people who sit around the campus at night under the flowers. Probably you don't use that term anymore, but we use it back then. Or that's my family. He's the boyfriend of my best friend. Or that's my ex, the devil. So you perceive people differently based on your interactions with them. We love some of them, we hate some of them, and in turn, some of them like us, dislike us. So why do they like some? Well, why do some like us and some dislike us? Well, I reckon we are different to different people because of our interactions and relationships with them. At any given point, through our interactions and relationships, we each develop a certain perception of one another. And our liking and disliking towards each other are based on those perceptions. More so, our interactions and relationships, at least according to me, define the health of our families and community. Some come from strong, supportive communities that are ideal for growth and nourishing young people, while others not so much. It all depends on the setup and the various individuals that make up these communities, the various characters and personalities that have to interact with each other from time to time. Speaking of characters and personalities, I'm sure my dad will kill me for this. He won't mind me to tell you about this. But he has an uncle. He's dead now. But his name was Awalu. I'm not sure if his mom dropped him on his head when he was a baby. But this guy has a phobia. He doesn't like wearing clothes. Not even underwear, nothing. Can't go all the way. You can only imagine the first time I actually met him. And I can clearly remember my sister's face when she met him. But hey, my dad grew up around this guy. He was quite a character. And surprisingly enough, he was a devout Christian. Imagine that, but they were standing in the middle of the church. He was a member of my dad's community. And when my dad was growing up, and the community never discriminated or chastised him. They loved him and accepted him, and they tolerated him. You see, most of you have left your homes, your families, the familiar surroundings, the safety nets, your communities, and are now, through the activity of pursuing a university education, are now forced in a way to become part of a new community. When you first get this community will be your community for the next 4 or 5 years. And God willing, if you don't get suspended or terminated, for whatever reason, and later you return to studies, it may be your community for the next 7 or 8 years. Obviously, we don't encourage professional students here. We might as well just hand over an alumni with a long-standing commitment towards getting yourself a university degree. I mean, as a guy working in the finance division, I don't mind letting tuition fees from those students who continue to return to studies. But I'm getting a bit off track of it. This community that you are a part of now extends beyond the 4 or 5 years, 7 or 8 years that you will be here. This community is for life, the Diwai community. Because when you complete your studies, you will become an alumni. And that in itself is a different family. Before I graduated in 2016, I was recruited to join a professional services firm. And that's basically an accounting firm. They don't call them accounting firms these days because they offer other services apart from audit, tax, and advisory services. I joined one that had a climate change service line. And don't ask me what they do because to this day I don't know what they do. They probably just hang around and wait for the icebergs to melt and get paid. But during my time with that firm, we once traveled to Madang to do some consultancy work for the PhD out there. And those of you who have not been to Madang or are not familiar, the town is even smaller than Madang. You could actually walk around and see the same person twice in the same day. Anyway, we went there all the way from Goroka. We couldn't fly there because a few weeks earlier they went to plane on this. And that's another story. As soon as we arrived, we stepped into a newly built office building where I saw a familiar face. After seeing each other, and this is one thing I admire about our Island brothers, that they are not ashamed to show affection. Unlike us, the coastal guys, we stand there, think about it for a minute, and give an awkward handshake or half a hand or something like that. This guy rushed up to me, and he embraced me. I can only imagine something likened to the way the father embraced his prodigal son when he returned. I said, this is in the Bible. He genuinely was happy to see me. He was 2 years my senior back here at Diwai. And all the time we both studied here, we never said hi to each other. We never smiled, shared laughter. We never even spoke a word to each other. We went from the same social groups. We never hang out, nothing. I completed my 4 years here like he never existed. And I believe the same was true for him. We were strangers when we were here. To this day, I still don't know his name. I could have asked him back there in Madang, but it was awkward. Somebody was coming, happy to see you, happy and then you ask them what's your name. Sorry. For me, that experience was a surreal experience. I could only imagine the time when he came up to hug me, my colleagues were standing there and one was running to them. Okay, what's happening here? What? I'm here to work for Pakistan. But that experience stuck with me. You see, I think he was happy to see me, not because we were friends. We weren't friends. but because we shared similar experiences during our time studying here at DW. And it was through those experiences that bond was somehow created. I believe when he saw me, he felt a sense of home, a sense of belonging. We belong to the same family. And I believe such is true for most alumni who finish studies at Diwai. We, from the time we register studies, and even many years after we have graduated, have knowingly or unknowingly become part of a family, part of a community. This brings me back to community. And what makes a good community? As mentioned previously, we are all different people, and we meet different people based on our own interactions and relationships with one another. The same is true for our communities. The same is true for the Diwai community. Whether the community tries to hold, say, good community or bad community, it all depends on the members of that community and how they live and interact with one another. It all depends on me. It all depends on you. Not just the president, not just the appointed leaders, not just the SRC. No. Every single one of us has a role to play here and for our community. So what do we do? How to achieve success in our community? Well, we participate. We actively participate in activities that add value to the well-being of our community. You as students can participate in various community services, spiritual or other extracurricular activities that add meaning and value to your community. Me, just by accepting the invitation and giving a talk here today, is how I'm adding value to my community. We have to be willing to help and to be willing to open to uncomfortable situations, as long as it is in a good spirit and geared towards helping our community. I would like to tell you another story about participation. And this is still growing from my so-called vast experiences in life. When I was in third year, one of our classmates, and some of you may have known her, the late Amiga was. She was a lecturer here at Diwai until the time last year. She came up with the idea that she wanted the whole class to join CPA, PhD, and register as student members. And for the whole class to sit our Foundations of Accounting exam together. She was our Junior Society of Accountants Club president at the time. And her idea was a great idea. One that required a lot of commitment and participation from the whole class. But mind you, some of us came from families that could afford to pay for our own membership and our own exams. But some came from situations that could not afford such. But we were determined that we would all sit the exam together. This led to barbecues every other weekend. When other departments would come around the people class, they would be like, oh, you come business studies. Over the time, you come to sekolah. We would be like, we come was Islam, we come wine festival. We even organized a pageant of which our juniors, the young ones, who supported us, even though they themselves had nothing to gain from this endeavor. And I'm not encouraging this, but this is what happened. Against university policies, we had an event organized at Kids Rapa. And you would have seen that Friday night, the whole university was eerily quiet. It was as if the students decided to go for semester break. And that was in the middle of the semester. Come Saturday morning, everyone started pouring into the gates. All in black, all danced out, no more energy, headed in the same direction, the student left. Even the rangers at the time could not control the crowd or pick out the drums. There were just too many. That was our biggest fundraiser. Thank God none of us, the organizers, were reprimanded. Probably because no one would care. Or else this evening I will be telling a totally different story. Anyway, we managed to meet our target. And in October of 2015, the whole class packed the train, that's the big blue bus, now it's working that summer. And when Madang was got back, we as a class sent our exam there. About 75% of the class passed. I know this because after the exam, we asked CBA to tell us how many students passed and who failed. At least the majority passed, so money was spent. But probably some of the activities we did were technically not advisable according to university policy. And at this stage, I would recommend against that. But that's beside the point. The point here is that we as a team had a goal, and each of us sacrificed our time and participated in ensuring that the class benefited and had success to our combined efforts. That is what I think Pasin Diwai is all about. It is about creating lasting bonds. It is about developing and maintaining good relations. It is about participation. And ultimately, it is about community. So I ask you again, look at me. Who am I? I reckon now you see me as a member of your community, a participant in the development of our community, a Diwai alumni, a member of the Diwai community.